Joey Clanton, the man in the lead. Kevin Sawinski second.
Yeah, and they're firing down there, and it don't take them very long to get 2 by 2 as they start down in the corner, and everybody wants to go to the bottom. No room down there, and that's why we're having these cautions, is everybody's fighting to get to the bottom of the racetrack in the middle part of the corner, and when you turn down, if somebody's there, you have a spin out.
Oh, there's a spin out. Whoa! Oh! David Stremme and the 86 of Jason Boyd, the two guys that wrecked at Toledo a few weeks ago. Peter Cozzolino and the McDonald 44 also involved with some hard contact for one of the title contenders, David Stremme.
These guys are like magnets. They just find each other on the racetrack. They had a wreck not long ago, both of them right near the end of the race. Here today, they get together again.
Wow. Big time damage to the Meyer machine and also some damage to the right front. Here it is, buddy.
See him going down in the corner, and he just gets hit by Jason Boyd straight going into turn 3 there, turns him up to the outside wall. Look at this, right into the back.
Wow.
Now, the bad part is he took himself out at the same time.
He did.
Jason Boyd up against the outside wall. Cozzolino, I don't know how he didn't tear that car all to pieces, but he did get slowed down.
And that is going to be some tough damage to repair for the Meyer machine of David Stremme. 86 on pit road.
And your third place car in the point standings is right now looks like he's out of the race.
Here's what happened to the two of them in Toledo on the very final corner. David Stremme with a tap and a whack, as Buddy Baker said, and around he went. Stremme's car caught on fire. He climbed out of that car, said he was very sorry for what he did. Do you think, Buddy, that was a payback?
I don't think so. I just think Boyd got down in the corner very, very hard and hit him at a bad spot.
Sandy.
Hey, they cut the car. Jason's here. What happened, Jason?
You know, I don't really know what happened. I went off into 3, and I was on the brakes, and the car didn't slow down, and I got in the back of David Stremme. You know, I hate it for David and the Jani King team. These guys worked hard to get us where we were. I think we had some pretty good race car. I just was on the brakes, but it wouldn't slow down.
Looked like Toledo. It looked like Toledo. You can't hear me right now. Frustrated. You can see the team is frustrated as well. There's a lot of damage on this car, and it's questionable whether they can get it back down and away. I'm walking with a very upset and agitated David Stremme. Car just came back on the hook. What happened from your perspective?
I think everybody's going to see what happened. He just flat took me out. You know, I don't know if we're even or what. I mean, I thought we had a long talk last week. That was at the end of the race. Here it is. You know, not even 50 laps in this race. Takes me out of contention. You know, we're in a points battle right now, and you know, I can't say enough about my guys. I feel sorry for them, and Meyer, and Tony's Pizza, Edie's Ice Cream, Stokers, Tyson. But this
he claimed it was brakes.
It ain't brakes. I mean, it ain't brakes. Anybody that has any kind of racing knowledge knew what happened out there, you know. I'm not going to stoop to this level. I got my own personal pride, and we're going after a championship, and that's what we're going to do.
Okay, and a very obviously upset David Stremme.
Saying I'm not watching.
Leaders in traffic, Joey and Kevin going by the ATI performance car, the 09 of JC Beatty, putting him a lap down, so they continue to annihilate this field.
Yeah, and I'm just looking at Joey Clanton. I think he looked in the mirror and said, oh, somebody's actually here. So right at the moment, they're breaking even around the track.
And you spoke about shifting early on. Are these guys shifting at this point?
I don't think so. I think right now the two of them are very evenly matched. And I talked to Clanton yesterday in the garage area, and he says, I only use it when I really have to. He said, most of the time I'm in high gear, and if somebody puts a lot of heat on me, I start shifting down the straightaway. See Butch Miller there in the 04 working on the outside there, and then back to the bottom of the racetrack trying to figure out exactly what direction he wants to take. One thing about Butch Miller, though, he will not take himself out making bad mistakes.
And don't forget about Travis Kittleson in the Bob Steele Chevrolet number 30, because he is running second.
Yeah, in the first race of the year this year, led quite a few laps there, and we thought maybe he might have his first ASA win, then went into retirement a little bit for the year and started running around home there, and now he's back with us. Good to see the 30 car of Kittleson back out there.
It is good to see him back. Let's check out where Joey Clanton is running. There he is, that blue and yellow mount for Joey Clanton. 6 on the racetrack for the Campfire Joe 13.
And just in front of him, Reed Sorensen, the 16-year-old kid, the Legend champion last year in Georgia. So he's got a lot of talent and actually worked with Joey Clanton, owned the Legend cars for several years there. Joey was his crew chief.
How about that? Was his crew for a couple of seasons. And Reed Sorensen just won the Legends Championship at the Lowe's Motor Speedway in Concord, North Carolina a couple weeks ago. Here comes Joey on his back bumper. No, now to the inside, and Reed says, go ahead.
Crew chief takes the position there.
The 07 trouble for him. You saw Tim Schmidt had spun there on the edge of pit road, but that is him right there in the TMS landscape car. Some trouble again for Tim Schmidt on the racetrack, but also trouble for the 07 car of Kyle Busch. Man, he was running so well.
Kyle Busch all the way up to 4th place before this last caution. We have David Hull there with a lot of damage to the right rear corner.
More trouble on the racetrack. The 7th caution of the day. As you can see, the rear deck lid kind of flying off.
Yeah, that's just a trunk lid, and there's not a lot of damage. As I look at the car, the trunk lid's flying up on it, but that's it.
Boy, David's been running well, but man, he's got the kidney stones. He wrecked here, and now he's got the rear deck lid coming up.
Right now, I'm with Noah Yoder. Noah, what happened? Looks like he had a right front problem, and you brought him in again.
Well, he came in a little bit earlier. We didn't know he was coming in for right front tire. He wanted to match them up, both right. So we're clear at the back anyhow, but too bad this Roush 4 Tarch was running so good. And hopefully we can get that lap back and get up front there.
Well, Kyle has proven he knows how to move to the front through traffic. You think he's got enough time?
I think we could if we have enough cautions here. We have a couple cautions. I think we can do it. Yeah.
Side, the 07 of Kyle Busch, we're being told, has been black flagged for speeding on pit road. Reed Sorensen getting by the 55 car.
If Reed Sorensen will just sit behind Joey Clanton and follow him up through the traffic here, he's got a good chance of going right on up in there, because you know that Joey Clanton's on his way back to the front.
Clanton is 4th, Sorensen 5th, Cleaver, and take a look at Greg Stewart. Stewart running 7th, trying to get 6th. Great run for the Hanchett Manufacturing. Oh, look at this. Kittleson on the inside of Butch Miller.
Wow, how many times do you see this? A guy rejoins ASA in the 30 car there, Kittleson. They tell me he is a terror in Florida, and I believe it. What a talent.
Wow, there he goes. Oh!
That wasn't talent.
oh, Clarence just escaped. Wow.
And that was certainly not on purpose. What happened there is he just got in there so hot that he lost the back end and got up into Butch and took Butch Miller with him.
You can see Joey Clanton moving his wheels back and forth. He just narrowly escaped that one, checking his car out to see if there is any damage. And holy moly, the battle for the lead. Kittleson on the inside. Here we go.
You watch right here as he picks the throttle up the back, gets over, and just hits right into Butch Miller, and both cars spin, and here comes a lot of traffic behind them. Sawinski goes down in the one car, gets by.
Oh. There was a little contact between Clanton and Kittleson as he tried to escape that one.
I think Joey Clanton has some damage to the right side of his car as they come down. You see the 83 there right against the inside wall. Oh, I see a little bit of metal fly up.
Oh boy, pit road not open, but Joey Clanton has to come down. Looks like he's got a right rear flat.
Yeah, and you can see the right side of the car is flat almost.
Greg's a big boy, got plenty of muscle. He'll certainly steer that car around this racetrack. Eddie Stanley, Ken Hansley, the two guys that work on that car, they'll be heroes no matter what, because they've had a lot of hard work to do, because Greg Stewart has had a tough year.
Good old North Carolina boy. You can see the muscle sticking out on them arms as he goes in there in 3rd place right now. And really, Sawinski not pulling away that quickly.
Sawinski in the Texas Roadhouse #1. He's showing his muscle out there, but can he hold off the folks like Reed Sorensen, Greg Stewart, and like you said, Joey Clanton marching his way through the field. We'll see when we come back.